Most people would say all religions are fundamentally the same and superficially different. The reality is, religions are fundamentally different and only superficially similar. Almost every religion promotes being good. Charity, good works, kindness, and helping the poor are religious staples. But when it comes to Christianity, the good works are not the religion itself, they're the fruit of a relationship with Christ. I'm Tom Miller, pastor of Central Assembly in Superior, Wisconsin. This is Fuel for the Fire. It's volume 682, God's MRI. Most people believe God's law is a guideline for living, a recipe for pleasing God. The general thought is the law is our pathway to heaven. Do it more often than not, hopefully you're in. If your good works outweigh your evil deeds, the scales of justice tip in your favor. But the reality is God's law doesn't heal, it diagnoses. It reveals our heart. And according to Jeremiah, the heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. The law does not guide our behavior, it exposes our behavior. The law is God's MRI. Therefore, by the deeds of the law, Romans 3:20 says, there shall no flesh be justified in his sight, for by the law is the knowledge of sin. The law cannot make us righteous. We're transgressors already. The law serves the same purpose as a magnetic resonance imaging, an MRI. As we cruise down the highway we call life, we may be exceeding the speed limit a bit, but we can easily overlook it because everyone else speeds a little too. And we're just moving with the flow of traffic. And all is well until we see the police car on the other side of the overpass with our car in the crosshairs of his radar gun. That sin by the commandment, by the law, Romans 7:13 says, might become exceedingly sinful. When we see the police officer, the law, it reveals our sin like an MRI reveals our disease. We look at our speedometer. Wow, I'm going 8 miles an hour over the speed limit. Suddenly our sin is very personal and exceedingly sinful. But the MRI doesn't provide treatment. It simply reveals what's there. Something else must offer healing. And so it is with the law of God. It exposes our sin, but it cannot justify us. Don't look to the MRI to heal you, and don't look to the law to save you. For that, we need a Savior. Wherefore, the law was our schoolmaster, Galatians 3:24 says, to bring us to Christ, that we might be justified by faith. The law scans our heart like an MRI. With our disease evident and the prognosis clear, we trust Jesus as our Savior. The law performed its function. It revealed our sin and pointed us to Jesus. The law is God's MRI. That's the way I see it. And that's a little fuel for the fire. And remember, I love you guys.